Venom will appear in Spider Brand New Day. Tom Holland just went completely off script during his recent live press tour, accidentally leaking the absolute biggest narrative twist in Spider-Man Brand New Day, and Marvel Studios is currently scrambling behind the scenes to scrub the footage. We all thought the conclusion of Spider-Man No Way Home was entirely absolute. When Doctor Strange cast that final, heartbreaking spell, it didn't just hide Peter Parker from his closest friends, it fundamentally rewrote the baseline memory infrastructure of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. No records, no legal history, no friends, no remaining Avengers. Peter Parker was left completely isolated in a cold, broken New York apartment, a total ghost to the world he repeatedly saved. Except one person. During a major unscripted interview, Tom Holland dropped an unedited bombshell phrase, confirming that a single legacy character still remembers exactly who Peter Parker is behind the mask. The immediate panic on screen was palpable. Zendaya instantly jumped into the conversation, forcefully attempting to redirect the host and salvage the narrative slip-up, but the damage was already done. The words left his mouth, and the entire framework of Phase 6 just fractured wide open. This isn't just a basic continuity mistake. This single character who retains their memory creates a massive cosmic loophole that completely changes the stakes of the upcoming multiverse conflicts. The internet is now locked in a furious debate trying to crack the code. If Doctor Strange's ancient magic was designed to manipulate the entire fabric of reality, who on Earth possesses the biological or multiversal immunity to completely ignore it? To truly understand how terrifying this leak is, we have to look back at the actual mechanics of Doctor Strange's reality-altering magic. The spell targets the conscious, cognitive human mind. It systematically tracks down every single brain wave that associates the physical identity of Peter Parker with the heroic moniker of Spider-Man and replaces it with a clean, empty void. But what happens when a character doesn't possess a standard, single human mind? That brings us directly to our first massive contender, the Savage Hulk. In the classic Marvel comic books, specifically during the legendary Brand New Day era, Peter Parker undergoes a similar identity-wiping event. Everyone forgets him, including Bruce Banner, but Marvel writers introduced an unbelievable psychological twist. When Spider-Man encounters the Hulk during a massive city rampage, the green monster looks down, pauses his path of destruction, and explicitly calls him Peter. Spider-Man panics, completely blindsided, asking how a mindless rage monster could possibly know his deepest, most protected secret. The Hulk simply grunts a chilling line, "Banner forgot." Hulk doesn't forget. Think about the live-action implications of this layout inside the MCU. Ever since Avengers Endgame, Bruce Banner has forced his two halves into a permanent, highly intellectual fusion known as Smart Hulk. But what if that synthesis isn't as perfect as Bruce thinks? What if the raw, primitive, unbridled consciousness of the Savage Hulk is still trapped deep inside Bruce's subconscious mind, completely isolated from the effects of earthly sorcery? Remember, Smart Hulk fought alongside Spider-Man during the final battle against Thanos, and he was present at Tony Stark's funeral, where Peter's identity was common knowledge among the heroes. That if Bruce Banner's intellectual ego was wiped by Doctor Strange, the primal, dormant Savage Hulk personality could have completely deflected the magical energy. When the Savage Hulk inevitably breaks free in Brand New Day, Peter might find his greatest ally, and his most unpredictable threat is a monster that remembers a life everyone else forgot. If the Hulk theory feels wild, wait until you look at the highly verified production leaks surrounding Earth 10005. Major industry insiders are shouting from the rooftops that the character Tom Holland accidentally spoiled is none other than Jean Grey, officially portrayed by Sadie Sink in this new timeline block. According to leaked screenplay outlines for Brand New Day, Spider-Man accidentally discovers an unbelievable biological trait. His unique, mutated brain chemistry renders him entirely immune to Jean Grey's terrifying telepathic mind control. But a narrative door like that never opens one way. If Spider-Man is immune to her mind, it stands to reason that Jean's Omega-level psychic aura is completely immune to the standard magic of Earth 616 sorcerers. When Doctor Strange unleashed his final reality spell at the end of No Way Home, the magical shockwave rippled through the multiverse. But an Omega-level mutant who commands the astral plane could easily view that magic as a basic mental intrusion, completely blocking the memory wipe from altering her cognitive mapping. In the latest television spots and promotional teasers, we catch a highly suspicious, blink-and-you-miss-it frame of Jean Grey interacting directly with a masked Spider-Man. Her dialogue is dripping with double meanings. She doesn't just mock his superhero status, she subtly references his historical past, explicitly teasing him about checking in on a girl named MJ. This creates an unbelievable strategic dynamic as we head straight toward Avengers: Secret Wars. We already know from comic book history that when Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom takes over reality to build Battleworld, his very first act will be to completely wipe the memories of every surviving hero, so they worship him as a god. If Peter Parker and Jean Grey are the only two entities in existence who are biologically and psychically immune to memory manipulation, they will become the ultimate underground resistance. They will be the only two heroes who remember the old world, forcing them to team up to break Dr. Doom's dark illusion. Our third contender takes us deep into the complex mechanics of quantum time travel and the mysterious fate of the original Captain America, Steve Rogers. We haven't seen the old, retired version of Steve Rogers since the closing moments of Avengers Endgame, where he passed his iconic vibranium shield to Sam Wilson. But high-level production rumors indicate that Spider-Man Brand New Day features a jaw-dropping mid-credit sequence tracking a secret meeting. Think about the timeline layout very carefully. When Steve Rogers chose to travel backward in time to live out a full, peaceful life with Peggy Carter, he wasn't just sitting in a different house. He was actively residing in an entirely separate, isolated alternative branch of reality. He only returned to the main Earth 616 timeline as an elderly man to deliver the shield. When Doctor Strange cast his universe-wide memory wipe, the spell was explicitly locked to the boundaries and coordinates of Earth 616's current timeline structure. It systematically wiped the minds of everyone currently occupied within that specific dimensional wave. But during that exact cosmic event, where was Steve Rogers? Many insiders believe Steve was safely tucked away in his alternate reality loop or hidden within a secure, temporal pocket dimension supervised by the Time Variance Authority. Because his consciousness was completely detached from the Earth 616 grid when the spell activated, Steve Rogers' memories of Peter Parker would remain completely untouched, pristine, and unedited. If an elderly, battle-hardened Steve Rogers steps back into Peter's life in the post-credits scene, he won't see a random kid in a high-tech suit. He will see the brave kid from Queens who stood down Thanos' armies on the battlefield. He could become the emotional anchor Peter desperately needs to step out of the shadows and rejoin the global hero network. But everything we just discussed pales in comparison to the absolute wildest, most calculated theory dominating the US fandom right now. This theory suggests the secret character isn't a human hero at all. It's an alien life form. We are talking about the Venom symbiote. To catch this, you have to stop looking at the movie trailers and start looking closely at Zendaya's real-world behavior. Throughout the entire international press tour for Brand New Day, Zendaya has made a highly deliberate, highly stylized fashion statement. Over 5 separate high-profile red carpet appearances, she has exclusively worn custom, high-fashion dresses sporting a distinct, aggressive black and silver metallic color pattern. For veteran comic book fans, this pattern is instantly recognizable. It is a direct visual translation of Spider-Man's iconic alien symbiote suit from the classic Marvel covers. Zendaya is a known master of method dressing to secretly tease her movie plots, and this fashion layout practically confirms that the Venom symbiote is about to latch onto her character, MJ, in Brand New Day. Now, let's connect the narrative dots. At the very end of No Way Home, we saw Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock getting pulled back to his own universe by strange magic. But right before he vanished, a tiny, living drop of the black Venom symbiote detached itself and remained left behind on the bar counter of Earth 616. Here is the kicker. Marvel lore explicitly establishes that all symbiotes across the entire multiverse share a unified, cross-dimensional hive mind consciousness. The moment that drop of symbiote landed in the MCU, it already possessed the collective knowledge of the entire universe, including the absolute fact that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Magical spells are designed to alter organic, living brains. They do not have a programming code to alter the genetic memory of an alien, amorphous parasite. If this rogue symbiote tracks down MJ in Brand New Day and bonds with her biological system, it won't just give her dark powers. The symbiote's hive mind will instantly inject its raw, unedited memories directly into her brain, forcefully bypassing Doctor Strange's magic and instantly unlocking her forgotten memories of loving Peter Parker. It is a beautiful, terrifying loophole, but it comes with a dark cost. To remember Peter, MJ has to invite a monster into her skin. Tom Holland also let slip that the absolute main villain driving the plot of Brand New Day hasn't even been whispered in the leak community yet. Whether it's the Jackal, a symbiote-infected variant, or Jean Grey playing a massive psychological game, Peter Parker's isolation is officially coming to an end. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 4 mind-bending memory loopholes do you think Tom Holland actually spoiled? Is it the Hulk's primal memory, Jean Grey's psychic block, Cap's time travel sanctuary, or Venom's alien hive mind? Drop your absolute wildest theories in the comments section below. I am going through and pinning the most brilliant breakdown. Make sure to absolutely smash that like button, share this video with your Marvel community, and hit subscribe so you never miss a single daily, high-definition MCU leak breakdown. Thank you so much for watching to the absolute end, and I will catch you in the next piece of the puzzle. Stay sharp.